What's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some ladder using this new 2.9 Miner Wallbreaker cycle deck. So I think this deck started recently being used. It was probably maybe even a day or two ago only, which is such a short time, but I forget who first used it, but I saw there's quite a few people using it who are in the top 100 right now. I saw particularly Banzito, who actually is on my friends list. I saw him play a few games with it, and I thought it looked like a pretty good deck. You have the Tornado, which pairs well with the Magic Archer, allowing you to line up troops, you know, with the Magic Archer, so it's able to like line up, shoot the tower, or just clump things together for the bomb tower can be really nice as well. Maybe you can get like the King Tower activated as well off of, you know, Hog Riders, balloons, stuff like that with the Tornado. I mean, overall, bomb tower tornado combination is really strong and can help a ton on defense in so many ways. Knight is really good, 3 elixir only. It's a good tank. You can use it on defense and then counter push, like play it in front of your wall breakers, spear goblins, magic archer, anything like that to tank. And you also have the spear goblins, which in my opinion are a very underrated card. I think they bait out spells and they can use spells on the spear goblins, and then that means you can end up going in for your wall breakers. You also can just get some chip damage with the spear goblins, help out on defense, and just a very useful card for only 2 elixir in my opinion. So before we get the first game, if you guys want to support me, you can use my creator code BOSS. You can use it in any Supercell game. Any Supercell game. Help support me, help support the channel, and I really appreciate all you guys who do use my code. It means a lot. So we're 330th in the world right now. Let's try to push up even more using this deck, and I think we for sure, it's very fast cycle, I mean 2.9, so definitely want to make the first play. I think splitting wall breakers is for sure, with any wall breaker deck, the ideal starting play because it's cheap, it applies dual lane pressure in both lanes, so I usually do that if I'm using any kind of wall breaker deck. Okay, so it looks like he's going to go for a Hunter. Notice how I didn't play a Magic Archer aggressively on the Hunter, and that's just because until I know what he's using, I don't want to do something that aggressively, but if he does something like that in double elixir, I'm for sure going to take advantage of that, but I think until you realize what they're using, it's not the best idea. So he's going to go for a Royal Hogs. So, I mean, this is pretty good for us considering we have the Bomb Tower and nice King Tower activation. We barely managed to activate before the Royal Hog died, so that was good timing. Had I played it any later, I think he would have, the Royal Hog would have died and we wouldn't have activated the King. So it's very nice that we got the King Tower activated early on. I think versus any kind of deck that their win condition's a ground win condition, it's extremely helpful. We're going to go for a Wall Breakers to pressure. He's just going to go for a Firecracker to cycle. I think I'm just going to Magic Archer. Magic Archer won't die. I mean, it'll almost die, but it'll barely stay alive. So he's going to Earthquake, which is fine because he has less tower in this lane than he does on the opposite lane. So perfectly fine with me. And so far, things are looking pretty good for us. We have Bomb Tower in rotation if he ends up going in for Royal Hogs, which he is going to. I'm just going to go for Wall Breakers to pressure because he was really aggressive. Both of them end up connecting. I knew he wasn't going to be able to defend them, and even though he's getting some damage with the Royal Hogs, I think that's okay in my opinion because we kind of have a little bit of pressure in both lanes now. He has to deal with the Knight as well as the Miner, and the Miner's getting some chip damage. So, yeah, things are looking good for us. And the Spear Goblin might get a couple hits in as well. Okay, so Bomb Tower, we are going to log to get rid of the Heal Spirit. I think we can go for a Knight. We can go for Wall Breakers, and then we can play a Miner in the back. Going full out on offense because I know that he was really aggressive, and he's also going to have to spend a lot on defense anyway, so it's fine. We're going to log, and the Miner's still getting chip on the tower, which is really good. And we can go for Spear Goblins, again, to keep up the pressure. Good lead for us still. He's going to go for a Hunter. Sorry if you guys hear my dog barking. It's kind of annoying sometimes, but I guess there might be someone at the door or something. I don't even know if you guys could hear it anyway. But anyway, let's go for a log on the Heal Spirit. Miner will be able to finish off the tower. That's going to be a good game. Pretty easy matchup in my opinion, because we of course have the Bomb Tower for the Royal Hogs, log to finish off the Heal Spirit, and a fairly fast cycle, so he's never going to be able to outcycle us. But I mean, it is still of course very important to get the King Tower activated early on because you saw that helped us over the course of the game. So top 300 right now. Let's go ahead and search for the next game. And, yeah, see who we play against. I think with this deck, if I had to say what the hardest matchup would be, it would probably be maybe Lava Hound. But I think even Lava Hound, you have a chance of winning because you do have Bomb Tower NATO to pull the balloon to your King Tower. But I think, of course, it would be a pretty difficult matchup, but I don't think it would be impossible. I'm not really sure, though. I'll give this guy the good luck. Just wait a second, see if he wants to do anything. If not, I'm just going to go Spear Goblins at the bridge. He's going to ignore them, so we're going to go for Split Wall Breakers. Okay, he's just going to go for a Zap. Yeah, I'm just going to Miner. Okay, he's going to go for an Inferno Drag. I'm going to go Knight at the bridge in the opposite lane. This is going to pressure pretty nicely. Well, here we go. This is Lava. Okay, he doesn't take the tower. It's funny, I was just talking about Lava, and now we're playing against it, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to go for Split Lane Pressure. Okay, nice. He had to overspend. He had to arrow the Wall Breakers, which is a negative trade. Spear Goblins are going to get a few hundred chip damage on his tower. So, looking like it's going okay so far for us. The question is if we're going to be able to defend his Lava pushes in double. I'm going to go for a Magic Archer. Oh, wow, he's going to fully ignore the Knight, it looks like. Then a Tornado because I want to keep the Magic Archer alive. Wow, guys, it looks like we're going to defend. He's not even going to get a single balloon connection. So far, looking like we're doing really well versus Lava, which I wasn't sure if we would do well against, but it's looking all right as of right now. Nice Magic Archer in the pocket. If we take his tower right here, I think we win, because I think he would have to... I'm not really sure. Probably 3-crown us, because... I mean, I think all we need to do is just make sure he doesn't take this right tower, and then we win no matter what, because he can't 3-crown us. There's no way, because the balloon can't do it in time. Yeah, that's going to be GG. That was actually a really nice win, because, I mean, yeah, I was just talking about how Lava, I wasn't sure if we would be able to beat it, but we managed to win, and it didn't even seem too difficult. I mean, it was kind of close, but not as close as I thought it would be. I mean, I guess that particular Lava variant, I mean, we of course have Bomb Tower, which is good against the Barbarians. I think the Bomb Tower in general gets so much value that match. And him having to spend 5 Elixir just if he wants to take out the Magic Archer, I think helps us out as well. So we can outcycle him really easily, because Lava decks, you know, have a very slow cycle compared to something like this. So if he goes in for a Lava Hound, it's so easy for us to pressure the opposite lane and also defend in single, because he's just not able to build up those massive Lava pushes without completely sacrificing a tower. So, I mean, I think that's what allows us to win that game. Okay, we're going to go for Split Wall Breakers to start this game off. He's going to go for Skeletons, Fire Spirits. Ooh, could be Expo. I feel like Expo wouldn't really be too good because... yeah, I mean, we don't have a big spell. I think we definitely could win, but we'll have to see how this plays out. I'm going to go for a Magic Archer. He's going to go for Archer, so definitely looking like Expo. Luckily, we are going to get some good chip. I don't want to use my Knight because it's my only tank, so I'm going to, if all possible, wait to play that until he Goes for his Expo, so I'm going to go for a Knight. I'm going to go for a Bomb Tower. Should be able to take care of this Expo really easily. And then let's see what I want to do now. I think, oops, I meant to split those, but I guess it's not, I guess it's fine. It's an even trade, so it's perfectly fine. Hopefully he has Rocket. I really hope he doesn't have Fireball, because if he does, that's going to be a little bit annoying. The reason why I was thinking maybe he had Rocket is because he has the Fire Spirits, and they're kind of both, in a way, pretty similar, but yeah, it looks like he's going to have the Rocket, so that's going to be a little difficult. I think, like, we definitely can win, but we'll see how this goes. I'm going to go Minor Wall Breakers. Oof. Yeah, we're going to need a Tornado. Pretty bad Tesla. I think one of the Wall Breakers ended up splashing the Tesla in the tower. He should have played that, I think, one tile higher. So far, things are looking okay for us. That was a pretty... I mean, I'd consider it a small mistake that ended up hurting him. Okay, I'm going to go for a... Alright, let's go Minor. Okay, Bomb Tower is going to be able to finish off the Expo. So far, things are looking okay. Way better than I expected. Go Magic Archer. Ooh, he's going to go... Nice, we're going to completely take out the Expo really easily. Yeah, this is looking pretty good for us. I didn't know how this was going to go because I hadn't played against Expo with this deck yet, but as of right now, looking pretty good so far. I don't want to get overconfident just yet, though, but it's looking alright. Well, the one Wall Breaker is going to connect to the Expo. That's very, very helpful. He's going to get a small, very, very small lock. I think we're still fine. We still have the damage lead. We just need to make sure that... Okay. Okay, perfect. No way that Expo locks on the tower. I'm going to go Spear Goblins. He's going to Tesla probably. Nice, good night. Tornado. Ooh, bad Expo. He didn't realize that Magic Archer was still alive. Oh man, that was not good on his end. We got a little lucky though. Of course, he didn't know that was gonna live. It was like on a sliver of HP. The problem with this matchup though is we can't really... Okay. Do this. We can actually minor the tower. The Expo will still... That's just to ensure we have the damage lead. I think, guys, we got it. We still have a Weekend Tornado just to make sure. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Nice win there. Versus Expo, wasn't sure how that was going to go because typically I usually know that Expo, I think, counters Minor Wall Breakers, but maybe the variant he had with Fire Spirits was helpful for us, and also... Maybe this particular Minor Wall Breaker deck can do a little better just because, you know, maybe, I don't really know. I think maybe the Knight probably better than the Valk because it's 1 elixir cheaper and just as tanky. And also maybe the Tornado because it seems to get a lot of good chip on the other person's tower and also has a large radius. But then again, I think arrows would have the same effects. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I think maybe we just gotta, like, I think he maybe just made a couple really small mistakes and that ended up helping us. But we're 156 in the world right now. Let's go, let's keep going. See if we can win maybe 1 or 2 more games and put us, yeah, I guess let's see if we can get to 6,700. I've already made it to 6,700 this season, but I dropped a tiny bit and we're now really close to being back there, which is nice. So we should find our next game here pretty quickly. I don't think it'll take more than like the estimated time here. Because we're not like, you know, top 10 or something. Like if you're in the top 10, it could take 5 minutes to find a game, but otherwise it normally doesn't take as long. But if it takes too much longer, I'll just edit out the search time. All right, there we go. Generally, if the search time takes like more than a minute or a minute and a half, I'll edit out the time. So usually when I do grand challenge videos, I always have to. So we found a game versus Mini. I don't have an ideal starting hand, but I'll go ahead and cycle Magic. Perfect timing. He just used 2 Elixir. Fine cycling Magic Archer on the back. Because essentially this Magic Archer's costed only 2 Elixir because he just played a 2 Elixir card. That's the way I look at it. I'm going to go for a Tornado. I was trying to line up the Mega Minion with the tower, but I kind of messed up a little bit, so that was actually a little bit of a mistake on my end. I'm going to go for Minor Wall Breakers. Okay, so... guess I'm going to Bomb Tower. I kind of have to. Okay, he's going to go Graveyard, so let's go for a Knight. Let's have Log ready. Okay. Really nice Log. I'm going to go for Wall Breakers behind this. See what he has in response. Ooh, Arrows. Okay, so he has Arrows as well as Snowball. We do have a significantly faster cycle than him, though. So we might be able to hopefully get Wall Breakers to connect eventually. But so far it's looking like he does have a lot of answers. He's also got the Bowler, which I think is pretty good versus a lot of our ground cards. Okay, let's go for Magic Archer. He might predict it. We'll see. Yeah, really nice prediction. I'll actually give him the well played. That was a good prediction on his end. Maybe the Magic Archer was a little bit obvious, but usually it's always good to try to, you know, go for a Magic Archer like whenever you have the opportunity. I mean, but I guess sometimes you have to be careful if they predict it. And of course, yeah, the Wall Breakers aren't going to connect. He's got Arrows, a really nice counter to them. We're going to try to protect the Magic Archer. Yeah, we do a nice job of doing that. Magic Archer, is going to line up, get a lot of damage on top of the tower, so that's really good for us. He might go for a Graveyard here. We'll have to see. Oh, he's got the Giant. I'm going to go for Knight Wall Breakers to pressure. We're going to Log. We're going to go for a Tornado. That was a really good Knight Wall Breakers. He did not... guys, I'm telling you, he did not expect me to go aggressive when he went for that push. Magic Archer lined up, got a connection. Okay, things are looking very, very good for us right now. I'm going to go for Spear Goblins. I'm going to Tornado the Giant back because he's probably going to try to get a Graveyard down. Miner just needs... Let's go, guys. Nothing to reset the Miner. That was a really nice win. Did you see that play? That's a really good tip right there. When you know you won't be able to defend a push unless they spend Elixir on defense, you want to be... So 128th right now, 1 game away from 6,700. Let's try to get it right here. But did you guys see how I went for Knight Wall Breakers in the opposite lane? I think that's a really good play, especially that's a thing if you're against like a Loon cycle deck. I see like a lot of Minor Wallbreaker players do this. If they know it's a pretty difficult push to defend, it's always still good if it's double and triple elixir to try to apply pressure in the opposite lane enough to where if they ignore it, it'll pretty much take the tower. And like a Knight Wallbreakers, that by itself pretty much takes the tower. So that kind of forced him to spend some elixir on defense, kind of distract him from going all in on offense. And that's what you want to do in double and triple elixir a lot, because if you're letting them build up a massive push that you're not going to be able to defend, I mean, like, we wouldn't have been able to defend that graveyard push had we not done that, because Knight isn't even really that good versus the graveyard, so if I used it on defense, it wouldn't have been smart. And also, I mean, he had arrows and snowball. He would have killed the spear goblins, which is my only defense to it. But anyway, here we go. We found our next game. He's going to go log. We'll go for a log as well. Okay, he's going to go for an Ice Spirit. I'm going to go Magic Archer in the back in the right lane, because if he has a spell, we want him to spell the tower that has more HP. Okay, so Knight. I mean, this... Oh, wait, actually, let's get the King activated. Those Spear Goblins were actually pretty bad. I thought he was going to juke the barrel, so that was kind of my fault for not paying attention. I'm going to ignore this. I'm going to Magic Archer the Princess. Hope he doesn't go for like a Prediction Knight. Okay, let's go. Really nice Magic Archer. Okay, he's going to go Knight. We can easily just go for... Oh, wow. That was a really nicely played Princess on his end. I'm going to take a little bit of damage. I know he's pretty low on elixir. Double Wallbreaker connection. Let's go, guys. That's why I didn't want to defend the Goblin Barrel push anymore, because I knew he was really low on elixir after he went for the Princess at the bridge and then a Goblin Barrel immediately after. So I made the correct decision, taking a little bit of damage and just going on offense aggressively. Okay, so we're going to go for a Miner. He is going to catch it. Well played on his end. I think I'm still going to go for a Magic Archer, because Logbait doesn't really have a ton of great responses. I'm going to go for a Bomb Tower, maybe predicting his Princess at the bridge. Unfortunately, he's not going to go for one, so that was the right call on his end for sure. We're going to go for Spear Goblins. We're going to go for Wall Breakers. I'm going to go for like a Tornado, kind of predicting maybe a Goblin Gang, something like that, but he isn't going to play it. So that was actually pretty nicely played on his end, I'm going to be honest. He's playing this pretty smart. I'm going to go for a Tornado. This is going to help take care of the Goblin Gang. Okay, I think this is GG, because all he needs to do is rocket our tower. Yeah, yeah. I think. Unless we can overwhelm him right here, this is like our last chance. Yeah. Yeah, GG. Unfortunately, that unfortunate loss. I think his Princess got a lot of value, but overall he played that really well. He had a couple of good predictions, and when he got to double and triple, he was easily able to cycle rockets on our tower. But like I said, I think he played that pretty well. I don't even think it was a bad matchup for us, because we had log, overall fast cycle, but what is the unfortunate thing is that his Princess is able to outrange our Magic Archer, which is kind of annoying. And also, I mean, he does, of course, have the Inferno for the Wall Breakers, and it also is a good, kind of a good, I guess, distraction, so we can't go for Magic Archers on his, like, Knights and stuff like that. But anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought this was a pretty pretty good deck in the meta. Not like insanely good, like counters everything, but I think if it's a deck that you play well, you'll have success with it. A few other people are using it, and I thought it was a pretty fun deck to play. So make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.